When fire is applied at a time when the plant has just expended a large amount of its carbohydrate reserves, the tendency is for the fire to be very detrimental to the growth cycle, the reproductive success of the plant. As we practice prescribed burning now, Sericea is not influenced at all by fire. I got this crazy idea several years ago that what if we moved the timing of annual burning from the spring to the growing season? We began that study 2 years ago. We now have 2 complete years of data with 2 more to come. But in that study, we have a control treatment, 3 pastures that are burnt at the typical time in the spring. We have another 3 pastures that are burnt right around August 1st, and we have another 3 that are burnt right around September 1st. Bottom line conclusion so far, after 2 years of research, is that the later we move that fire in the growing season, the more complete control that we get of Sericea Lespedeza. And here's an example. The plants that are burned at the normal time in the spring, the average Sericea plant makes about 370 seeds per individual. In the treatment where we apply prescribed burning about August 1st, the average Sericea plant makes 27 seeds per plant. But then when we take that fire all the way out to September 1st, we get less than 1 seed per plant. The average over 2 years is 0.7 seeds per Sericea Lespedeza plant. One of the key metrics that we're looking at is how much forage regrowth occurs between the fire and when winter and fall dormancy set in. In 2 years, we have averaged 3,500 pounds of regrowth from September 1st after the fire to dormancy, which usually occurs sometime in mid-November. So the soil cover problem is addressed. There's no issue there. Enough forage is accumulated to allow a fall or a winter grazing season if the producer would wish to do that. And in all likelihood, although we're not measuring forage quality, the regrowth potentially has a better quality and a better curability as winter forage than the stuff that's been sitting there all summer long. So there is a biomass cost relative to a spring burn pasture. We're looking at about a quarter or less of the accumulated biomass. There is that cost. But the opportunity does not go away. We are actually improving litter cover with our growing season fires relative to the spring fire. It's going to take some people being brave and some people stepping out of their personal paradigm to consider a new and what I believe better way of handling the plant.